Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing a tutorial in Minecraft Stoneblock 2. This is an introduction to this mod pack, giving you just some of the basics information you'll need to get started and how to maneuver through the quest and reward system. Now, if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like, but most importantly, please remember to hit subscribe so that way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. Okay. So, really, to get started in Stoneblock, you're going to begin in just a small cave with a single torch. Now, I've clearly cleaned this out a little bit, made an area to build some of these tutorials in, but you'll start in a smaller cave, and the only thing you'll have is a torch on the wall, and then the items we see in the inventory I have now is a quest book, apples, stonium, and pet rock. So we're going to show how those work. So the pet rock is literally a pet rock. You put it around. Stonium will tame him to become your pet. Apple is for you for food, and the quest log is going to show you how to proceed through the quest. Now, if you were to, say, somehow lose your quest book, or delete it or misplace it in some way, that's okay. If you go into the JI by pressing E, up here in the left-hand corner, you'll see a little book symbol. Clicking on that opens up the exact same thing. Your quest book or that little book will take you into this. As you can see across the top here, there are several different tabs, and these are all different types of quest storylines that you can do throughout the game. You can tell that where to start on this page by the one that's lit up. This one here is the building block of life, gather stone pebbles. And then once you have completed that, you'll then unlock the next one. Once you complete that one, it'll unlock both of these next two. You can make the things out of order, but you will not get recognition for completing that quest unless you have unlocked the previous quest before it. That said, if you have a quest hypothetically to make this Tinker Station and you make it, put it down, and then but you weren't ready to actually do the quest yet, once you get to that point, you can break the chest and pick it back up. That will then complete the quest for you. In most of these situations, if you have one already on the ground, breaking it and picking it back up will give you credit if that quest has not been completed. The very first tab is what's known as Stoneblock, and this is just going to give you the very basics of maneuvering through the mod pack, how to get started, the basic tools. This is where you're going to start moving along. Next, we have storage, which is going to show multiple different storage options, everything from the crate system, the drawer system, black hole and black tank units. Down here we have the barrel system, and then the AE system. So there's a lot of different storage designs and ideas you can use depending on what your preference is. After that are the chickens. The chicken mods is really two different chicken mods added together, but the chickens can be bred and created, and these type of chickens will create items for you. They'll provide materials. So this is a log chicken. If I make a log chicken, he's going to make logs. Sand chicken makes sand. Lapis blue chicken makes lapis chicken. Pretty easy to follow. You can start at any of the lit up points, and when making one of those chickens, will unlock the next one for you. Many of these chickens are a combination of breeding chickens together to get the next level of chicken. I will be doing a tutorial specifically on how to breed chickens and put those together in the future. But for right now, this is just the basic building blocks of that section of the mod pack. Next is fluid cows, which is kind of the same thing except with cows. These are cows that will produce liquid of different items, from purple slime to iron to regular milk, molten aluminum brass, all the way over to seared stone. So again, you'll be breeding the different cows together in order to make the new cows. There will be a tutorial specifically on that in the near future. After that is mystical agriculture. Now, I've covered this in other mod packs before, and it's probably one of the most versatile and useful mods in any pack that I've played. So I do recommend getting into this tab as soon as you possibly can. These quests will walk you through the basics of what you need, starting with the lower Inferium Essence all the way up to the best Insanium Essence and the different types of items you can make with them. Next is Draconic Evolution, which is a great mod that provides a lot of energy and armor and weapon and tools that are some of the best in the game. Definitely something you'll want to look into, but it's a little bit later game. Project E. If you've ever played with Project E, you'll know that it's phenomenal, but does make the game a lot easier, allowing you to basically sacrifice items for a type of currency that allows you to rebuild any other item you know how to make. So it's very easy to get a lot of really powerful stuff very quickly. As such, this pack requires a lot of different items and prerequisites to be able to get into. You're probably not going to be jumping this off the beginning. You'll be messing with a lot of the earlier tabs we talked about before you even mess with this. After that is Extreme Crafting. This is, again, another much more advanced mod within the pack. Starting with building extreme crafting tables, down to different singularities, down to infinity ingots and the weapons and armors that go with it. Extreme crafting is really that. It's a very extreme version of creating very powerful items and artifacts using hard-to-make materials. The last page is for Thaumcraft, which is a magic-based mod, and one that I enjoy playing quite a bit so far. Another awesome one to get into, and this is one you can get started with pretty early in the game. You do not have to go a long time before you can at least begin the process of dealing with this mod. So you do not have to complete any of these. That's one thing I'd like to stress. You don't have to do these. You don't have to go in a specific order. You could just get in, figure out the basics, and play and build like you would in any other Minecraft world. But following these pages will help you, I guess, travel through the easier, harder stuff to do at the beginning and get you set up for success moving on. So definitely, at least on this first page, you want to get started moving yourself along to at least this halfway point. And then most of these things off the further side you can do throughout the game. But you can bounce back and forth once you've done some of this, bounce over and mess with some chickens, get you some seeds growing over here, go back over here, start building a storage system. One great thing about this mod pack is you have a lot of freedom to bounce around the pages. Some things are definitely going to require you to be further in the game than others to build, but the freedom to move throughout the pages means you're not locked in a completely linear system, and in my opinion, makes it a lot more fun. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to show you a couple things here, like what the reward system is like. This first quest is to gather stone pebbles. If I click on that, I'm going to say I need 16 stone pebbles. And if scrolling over, it says doesn't consume the item while being auto-deleted. But this tells me what the quest is. And then this over here will tell me I will get a random reward if I successfully gather those pebbles. And it'll tell you usually how to do the quest in the upper right. Pebbles are obtained by breaking stone with an empty hand. You can throw them or craft them into cobblestone. Now, I'm currently in creative for the purpose of this mode, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab some. Here we go. Stack of stone pebbles. Put them in my inventory. You can see I got a little pop-up on the right. It says the building block of life. I can go back into my quest book. And now that I have completed that quest, you have a little exclamation point here, tells me I have one unclaimed reward. If I click on random reward, I will literally get one random reward. It could be something very easy to make. It could be something that would be considered very late game. And it could be something that's not helpful at all. But choosing random, every time you finish one of these, you can click on random reward and get yourself something. In this situation, I got 3 hoppers. So, again, kind of fun. Another good reason to start bouncing through the different pages and getting as many of these done early game as you can, because a lot of the rewards you get can be very, very beneficial and help you skip forward, if you will, in difficulty of the game, just in lieu of rewards that you get. So definitely a lot of fun. But that's just kind of a basic overflow of how Stoneblock works. Everything in this world is completely stone. There is no above ground. There are different dimensions. If you dig up a certain distance, you will move into the next dimension, which is called the mining dimension. Continuing will take you to the end dimension. So it's very different than Originalville. I will be doing tutorials on all of those things here in the very near future. But that's going to do it for just this very basic overview of Stoneblock 2. It's a fun mod pack. I'm enjoying playing it a lot, but there's a lot involved with it. So hopefully you enjoyed this. It's something that'll help you out. If so, be sure to click that like button. Most importantly, hit subscribe again to make sure you are here with all our videos and tutorials as you can see them. If you have any questions about this tutorial or Stoneblock or any of my tutorials, be sure to put those down in the description. I'll do my very best. Down the comments, I'm sorry. I'll do my very best to get back with you as quickly as I can, as well as any recommendations or suggestions for other tutorials you'd like to see in Stoneblock 2. I'm always looking for new ideas. You can also go to my website, OnlydravenGaming. At the very bottom of the homepage, you'll find a place where you can submit via email questions, feedback, or recommendations. Happy to get them that way as well. While you're at the site, you'll also find a link to my streaming schedule, all my videos and tutorials, social media accounts, as well as the ODG store for cool OnlydravenGaming merchandise, and a lot of other resources you may find helpful. So I do recommend checking out the store. But that is going to do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.